The International Monetary Fund has said around 5% of banks globally are vulnerable to stress if central bank interest rates remain higher for longer. A further 30% of banks, including some of the world's largest, would be vulnerable if the global economy enters a period of low growth and high inflation or stagflation. On the sidelines of the annual meetings in Marrakesh, Uche Okoronkwo caught up with the Director General of Morocco's largest bank to find out how the tough economic landscape is impacting the bank's bottom line.
We were able, thanks to the banking system that immediately provided the right channels to donate money, we've been able to gather more than $1.2 billion. That is for the immediate needs, and at the same time the emergency organizations and both on the government and the NGO side were able to cater to the populations that are mostly rural populations around Marrakesh. So most people I talk to here really are surprised by the resilience, but it's a resilience that has been built through many years. If we go back further, we've been hit by a succession of big shocks from 2009 to shocks on the Eurozone and the debt crisis, etc. So every time we've been able to reinvent ourselves and adjust.
Well, what about your other markets in Africa? How have the current tough economic and political realities in those markets impacted your business?
On the pandemic, for instance, the response has been very different from one country to the other. So I would say first thing is we remain very local and we remain very close to government decisions, and we implement them in a very disciplined way because we are used as a banking sector, as a financial industry, to be heavily regulated. So we know the value of being very strict in enforcing and going with the flow, with the main decision. Every crisis has taught us new lessons. And every crisis has been different. Even political crisis that we live in many of the countries where we are, again, same thing, always being sure that we deliver our service, we comply with regulation. And it has been recognized by our clients, it has been recognized by our employees, and has taught us new lessons that we're able to implement in future crises.